Hello everyone, this is Kingstrings and welcome to Kingstrings Official. In this series of teaching of tutorial, data tutorial, I'm going to be teaching us a lot of things. I'm going to be teaching, especially for beginners, I'm going to be teaching you how to play guitar from the beginning. If you are a beginner, this is absolutely made for you. And as time goes on, we're going to be increasing the series, we're going to be teaching you more and more. So if you have not subscribed, please subscribe to this channel. Alright, now I want to believe that even if you have known how to play guitar, or you are struggling to improve, or probably you are stuck, you don't even know how to brush up yourself anymore, you don't even know how to go about playing guitar anymore, and you're stuck, maybe you've been learning guitar by yourself. This series is actually made for you. You know, a few years back I started playing guitar, and I know a lot of things. There are thousands of questions that we begin to ask ourselves. I want you to be patient. With time, you're going to be getting better. So as a beginner, this is what I'm going to be teaching you. Firstly, I want you to know that playing guitar is a journey, and as you're starting now, before you know it, you are consistent. If you are consistent, you see that at the end you'll be fine, you'll be doing well, so well. Let me give you some tips of playing. Alright, now I'm going to be teaching us playing guitar from the beginning. So what I do is actually in this content I'm going to be explaining the parts of guitar for you, because there's no way you want to play guitar without getting yourself acquainted with your guitar, knowing many things about your guitar. Now I'm using a semi-acoustic. You know, it can be, the reason the differences between semi-acoustic and acoustic is just that this can be amplified. You know, this can be amplified, and an acoustic cannot be amplified. So amplified means that I have a jack plug that is plugged already, so that I can give it more volume here from the so it's been plugged. Alright, then let's move on. I'm going to be explaining now the part of guitars. We have the headstock. Actually, we have electric guitar and we have acoustic guitar. Having said that, I'm going to be explaining part of acoustic guitar and semi-acoustic guitar for now. So we have the headstock. On the headstock, we have the tuning machine. Then we have the tuner. That's where we put our strings, so that for it to be firm on the fretboard. Then we have the nuts. This is the nuts. There's the nut here. After the nut, we have the fret. Then the fret is being divided by the notes. We have the first note, the second note, third note, and it goes like that on to the last note here. Then we have the fret. This is the fret. This is the first fret, second fret, third fret, and fourth fret. So from now henceforth, I think you've known that. Then we have position marker. All this white mark that you see is called position marker. Then we have the sound hole. We hear the sound of this guitar, it means that the sound hole is intact. So we have the sound hole. We have the bridge bass where the string passes through. You get that. Then we have a jack hole here. So this is where the jack, this is what we call the jack. This is what the jack is. This is the jack, and it's coming into this hole. Let's use a battery. Then I can still use the Kano plug here. So that is an advantage for this semi-acoustic. I can able to get one if you need one. Then I'm having an equalizer here. There's an equalizer here. There's a tuner. I've already tuned my guitar. There's a tuner here. If I on the tuner, you can see if I on the tuner, if I play anything, you see there's a light here showing if the guitar is tuned, if the string is tuned or not. Alright, then I have the volume knots. So if peradventure you are using an electric guitar, the only difference is just that an electric guitar has a pickup. So probably when I'm doing the next video, I'm going to be using an electric guitar so that you understand what I'm trying to say better. Alright, having said that, I think we have the fingerboard. Here is the fingerboard here. All right. So I'm not going to be mentioning. I'm going to be mentioning the names of frets, that is by numbers and all that. So then we have music alphabet. There's no way you want to learn guitar without understanding the music alphabet. We have music alphabet to be from A to G, just the same way we have English alphabet from A to Z. And for those of us that go to primary school like me, A to Z, alright. Then we have A to G musically. Then altogether we have 12 keys in music. That is A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D, D sharp, E, F sharp, G. So, and it continues like that. When you get to G, you have G sharp before getting to A. Then from A, you go back to you repeat the series, and it goes on and on. So on this guitar we have strings. We have guitar strings. Guitar string is, we have 6 guitar strings, and this is the first string, this is the second string, there's the third string, there's the fourth string, there's the fifth string, and this is the sixth string. All these strings has names. They also have their alphabetical names. All right. So the first string is E, the second string is B, the third string is G, the fourth string is D, the fifth string is A, and the last string is E. Even if this string is not yet fixed to the finger board, if it's not yet on the guitar, they still maintain their names. Do you get that? They still maintain their names. All right. So having said that, I want us to understand the fretboard, because I want us to play guitar as soon as possible. Because in this video, I want you to be able to at least be able to play some certain things. All right. Now all right, I've said that, and there is E. That is E. The name of the string is E, and since this guitar is tuned, then I have E. Then we have fingers. All these fingers also have their numbers. So this is the thumb. There's the first finger, the second finger, the third finger, and the fourth finger. The fourth finger is the pinky. Do you get that? The pinky is the fourth finger. The first finger is the finger after the thumb. Then we have the thumb. Do you get that? We have the thumb. Then alright. So these 4 fingers, I'm going to be placing them on the fingerboard. So I have the first fret, the second fret, the third fret, and the fourth fret. So I'm going to be playing all these frets. So I'll play the open string of the first string. I'll use my first finger to play the first fret. I'll plug it here. Maybe you have never put your hands on the guitar before. So I'll be plugging it with this right finger. Then I'll be playing with this my fingers here. So I have my first. I'll play the open string, then play the first fret with my first finger. So I play the second fret with my second finger. I play the third fret with my third finger. I'll play the fourth fret with my pinky, which is the fourth finger. So having said that, I play almost all this. So open string, first finger, second finger, playing the second fret, third finger, playing the third fret, then the fourth finger playing, that's the pinky, playing the fourth fret. Then I'm going to increase it to this. I'm going to play again the second string the same way. I have the open string, the first finger, the first finger playing the second fret, then the second finger playing the second fret, the third finger playing the third fret, then the pinky playing the fourth fret. So I'm going to increase that. So it's going to be something like this: open string 1 2 3 4, open string 1 2 3 4, open string 1 2 3 4, open string 1 2 3 4. The fifth fret now, open string 1 2 3 4. Then the last string, which is the sixth string, open string 1 2 3 4. Now, I don't want you to disturb yourself with the names of all this. All this fretboard. You know why? Because it's just little by little you understand all. But I'm going to be showing you taking you across all the fretboard. If you check this diagram here, you will see the fretboard. That is showing you what the fretboard looks like. That is what we call the tablature, call it in guitar playing. The tablature shows the interface, shows how the guitar looks like. That's from the open string to the last fret on your guitar. So it shows how it looks like. You can see the first string, you can see the second string, you can see the first string, then you can see the names of the strings. From the open string, you have the first to be, can you see there, you have the first string to be E, then you have the second string to be B, the third to be G, A, then you have E, B, G, D, A, and E. So I'm going to be starting from the bottom, that is the tiniest string. Alright, so what we have here now is E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C, and it goes on and on. Alright, so I'm going to take my time to explain intervals now. So what do I mean by intervals? Intervals are just the distances between one note or the other on our fingerboard, on our fretboard, on our guitar board. Alright, so there are some of these intervals that are semitones. That is, they are very close. For example, from E to F, it's a semitone interval. That's semitone interval. It has they are very close. There's nothing in between them. There's no notes in between E and F, and also in between B and C. So every other ones always have intervals. They always have a tone intervals. Do you get that? I think I'm going to explain that, and I'm going to be explaining that the more as we move on. Alright. Then I've mentioned music alphabets to be from A to G. I've been able to mention the tablature. I've been able to explain to you all the parts of the guitar. Then I'm telling you that there is an exercise I'm going to tell you to play now, and that is what we call I will name it Cartapillar movement. That is Cartapillar exercise. You know, how many of us know Cartapillar? Cartapillar is in here. We used to see it on grasses here. It's just like an insect. Then there is a way Cartapillar used to move. So that is how I want our fingers to move, so that we can at least get our fingers busy with the guitar for the first time playing the guitar. Alright, so I'm going to be playing all this now, and I want you to do the same. So we have the open string, we have just the same way I explained it. Open string 1, 2, 3, 4, open string 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the third string, open string 1, 2, 3, 4. The fourth string, which is the D, 1, 2, 3, 4. The A, which is the fifth string. Then the last string, which is the sixth string, open string. So I play backward, that is the descending. I'll play it downward again. Alright, then I'm going to move my fingers. You see, it's very important that we understand how fingers have to move. So you have to ensure that you are not playing you are not putting your fingers wrongly on your fingerboard. If you do like this, it is wrong. If you do like this, it is wrong. If you clip your fingers too much together, it is wrong. So you have to spread your fingers, ensure that each of them is staying on the fret. Right? Do we get that? Alright, that's fine. Then having played that, we played what we just did exercise. Now we move our fingers from 1, 2, 3, 4. We move the 5th fret down to the 8th fret. So that is another 4 fret. Then we move it here. So here you are not going to be playing open string again. You're going to be playing the first string, 8th fret. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the pinky is playing the 8th fret, 4th string. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll play it downward again. I'll play the descending. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, then after that, I move from this, I'll move the 4 fingers again, I'll move it to the 9th fret through the 12th fret. So I have it to be 1, 2, 3, 4. That's from the 12th fret now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll play the descending. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, then I'll be able to play through all the fretboard. So I'm going to be playing all together. So you can take it slowly. Then I play it backward. Then I'm going to be moving it down to the 6th fret. Now I'm playing 4 notes. 3, 4. Then I play the descending. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the last part, which is from the 12th fret. Alright, now there's something I want you to notice. I played the open string, I played the 12th fret. You will notice that it sounds the same way, but we have the fret pitch. One is sounding, another one is sounding, I have, alright. So what happens there is just that we are having the same musical note. The only difference is the pitch. That's how high. Pitch means how high or how low a frequency of a note is. That is how high or how low a note sounds. If I still have my E to be, then I still have it to be, alright. I have B to be, I still have it to be, alright. Now that's the same way it is. All the notes on the open string always sound the same when it gets to the 12th fret. Then you will notice something, that the 12th fret has 2 position marker. Wow, you discovered that. Alright, now that's where we'll stop for now. Then in the next series, I'm going to be explaining all these things. I'm going to be explaining what we mean by scale. I'm going to be explaining how do we marry scales together. What is even the name of it? Do you know what we play now? The exercise we finished playing now is also a scale. As playing through all the fretboard is a scale, but I'm not going to be explaining that, since that's not what we're dwelling on today. So what I'm saying now is, if you have not subscribed to this channel, Kingstrings Official, please subscribe and please like, share, and on notifications, so that you'll be able to get more exciting videos coming on soon. So in the next series, I'm going to be explaining what we mean by scale, and I'm going to be explaining diatonic major scale. Diatonic major scale is just the basic of what you need, and in the course of this, you'll be playing your guitar. Alright, thanks for watching this video. Thanks, I really love you. Please practice the Cartapillar movement. Practice it, and I want to see you improving as a guitarist. Wow, that's sweet. I think you'll practice that. Let me know how it feels. Thank you for watching. Bye.